Hey everyone, it's Anson here from Weekend Garage. Today I'll be showing you guys on how to use AlfaOBD to diagnose your truck just like the dealership would. Whether you have a headlight fault, a check engine light, transmission fault, ABS issues, trailer brake controller problems, air suspension problems, or you just want to check out the general health of your vehicle, in today's video I'll show you guys on how to do so. So the difference with AlfaOBD is that you get two-way communication with your truck's computers and modules. So with that being said, let's say you have a problem with the specific window actuator or door lock or headlight problem or any other problem you have on your truck. You can use your phone or your Android device or your Windows, depending on which one you decide to go ahead with, to actuate that specific problem. So if your door lock doesn't work, we can use our phone to trigger the door lock to see if that is actually a fault or it has a connection issue, or if we want to measure the wire for resistance. We can go down to the details, which a generic reader cannot. So in today's video, I'll show you guys on how to use this system. AlfaOBD can also monitor live values, such as throttle positions, temp sensors in your coolant, oil, all the details that you want to see if you're troubleshooting your vehicle. So let's get started. What you're going to need if your RAM is 2018 plus, which this demo vehicle is, you're going to need a bypass cable and also a reader like so. This will enable us to access your truck's computer hardware wise, and the software is also available on our website. Everything you see that's used in today's video is available right here and also in the description below. So if your RAM is 2018 plus, you're going to have to connect this cable first. If it is a truck that's before 2018, you can just connect this directly to the OBD port. So in our 2018 plus vehicle, we're going to look under the driver's side knee area. We're going to look up. So as we're looking up, this is the module we're trying to pull out. There's no other ones here, so we're going to reach up, press on the quick disconnect right here. Just press down and pull out. Same for the other one. Comes out really easily. These are the two tabs. After that, we're going to grab these two connectors and plug in our cable. They only go in one way, so there's no way to mess this up. So if you've made the connection correctly, you should see a red light on the AlfaOBD Weekend Garage reader. We're now ready to do programming on our Android device or Windows. What you want to do next is press the start button on your truck twice. So one time puts it in accessory mode and another time puts it in run. Now that it's in run, I'm going to show you guys on your phone on how to connect to it. So once you've made the hardwired connection and you get a red light on the OBD reader, I'm going to show on the side of the screen right here, and you guys can see what I'm doing on the phone right away. So we're going to go in the Bluetooth menu first. We're first going to pair with our reader. So you go in here, we're going to scan for a new device. You see Weekend Garage on the bottom, we're going to click on that. We're going to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, that is the PIN number. Once you do that, it is now going to be a paired device, as you can see up here, Weekend Garage. So now we're going to open AlfaOBD up here. And then we're going to click on the Bluetooth logo on the top. So on the top left, you're going to see the Bluetooth logo. Click on that. And then click on Weekend Garage, which we have paired together earlier. Then we're going to set the device as default. Alright, so once you're on this screen, you're going to see on the top, it's going to say connected to Weekend Garage. That's where you know we're ready to connect to your vehicle. Next, we're going to choose Dodge Ram, or whichever one of these vehicles you're working on. Select car module. We're going to select 1500. Anything 2018 plus is a DT Ram. Anything before 2018 is a DS. So we're going to scroll down. First, I'll show you the actuations and the engine fault readings or any active code readings on your vehicle. So we're going to click on the second function here, select function. We're going to scroll down until you see body computer, select control unit and select your year. With this being in 2020, we're going to select that and hit connect. Once you do that, it's going to show you connecting on CAN bus, and then it's going to tell you it's been connected. Then on the bottom of the screen, you're going to see a bunch of different logos, from the battery to the check to the hood open to the live diagnostics, the heartbeat monitor looking thing on the bottom right. So we're going to go on the third from the left, which is the engine check button, and we're going to go ahead and click read all faults. It's going to show you there's faults reported by the unit or without, depending on what's going on with your vehicle. So if there's a fault, you're going to see a drop down right here that'll show you a number. Typically it's U and then a few digits following. When you click on that, it'll give you information of what it is. So let's see if we can find a fault. There are no faults on my vehicle right now. But if you do have a fault, it will show up here. You're then going to click on it. It'll give you more detail on the bottom. Tested device, and it'll tell you what the fault is. You can also take that number, that U000 or whichever number it is, and put it on Google to search for a fix. With this vehicle being out for so long, there's a fix for everything that you'll find reported by your truck. So remember, the data you get here, you're going to take that, put it on Google, find more information regarding on what's going on and how to resolve it. Once you have done so, you can go ahead and hit clear faults. It will then remove all the faults like check engine light or problems on your vehicle, and it will not stay off unless you actually repaired the problem. If you have a check engine light and you just cleared it, it may go away until the next check engine cycle where it does the diagnostic, and it might come back up. If you've fully repaired the problem, you click clear faults, then the problem, or the light in this case, will not come back and the fault will not come back again. So that's how you read faults on your vehicle and how to clear it. Next up, I'm going to show you guys how to do actuations on certain issues that you're having with your vehicle. For example, you're having a problem with the tailgate release latch. It's not working, or it's working intermittently. You don't know if it's a wire problem or the actual switch or the handle. You can go ahead and click on the fourth on the right on the bottom, the picture with the hood open. We'll click on that. Select procedure to start, and you can scroll down to find the problem you are trying to diagnose. I don't want to drop my tailgate, but for example, I'll show you guys the interior lamps up top. So I can hit the trigger on here to turn it on without actually touching the button. So therefore you can troubleshoot the wiring, the bulb, or the fixture itself. It's easier to narrow down the exact problem. So we're going to look for, I believe it's called courtesy lamp. So there you go. I click start and it turn on. If I click stop, it'll turn off. So with the phone right here, if I click start, we can turn it on and stop if I want to turn it off. And this will work for everything here you see here, from driver locks, door locks, the windows, license plate lights, run start light, every single dash light on your gauge cluster, reverse lights. I can even lock all the doors from my phone. I'm not going to do that. So as you can see, we can trigger pretty much everything you see here to help you troubleshoot without manually hitting the button. For example, you're switching out the window switch and it's not plugged in, you can still do so with this program. So now I've showed you guys how to activate your sensors, lights, windows, locks, anything that you're troubleshooting. We're now going to show you how to read the live data. So on the same page on the bottom right, there is a heartbeat looking logo on the bottom right. When you click on that, you can then view your transmission temperatures, your oil pressure, your ambient intake temperature, and all the data that if you're looking to tune your vehicle or do further troubleshooting that you can see, from battery voltages to different voltages in your modules. You can also see it in the data seen there. So anyways, that's a quick tutorial to get you guys started on the basics of AlfaOBD for troubleshooting and diagnostics. enough to get you started at home or wherever you are working on your FCA vehicle, whether you're doing repairs or troubleshooting or programming. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them down in the comments below or email us directly at info@weekendgarage.com. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you guys in the next one.